proud to confer upon you today the honorary degree of Doctor of Law. You exemplify the qualities we strive to instill in all of our graduates: humanity, benevolence, and selfless dedication to making a difference in our world. You are most familiar as the reassuring and steadfast anchor of CTV News, where you have reported on the news of the day for more than 30 years. The Convocation program outlines your many accomplishments in detail. These include your compassion and dedication to a broad range of organizations, including healthcare, Canadian veterans, the environment, and people with disabilities. Your generosity of spirit, deep integrity, tireless energy, and quiet gentleness you bring to these causes, which in turn engages and inspires those around you to give of themselves in the same way. Your leadership on numerous boards of directors, including Ronald McDonald House Charities of Canada and Correction Cops and Kids. Your work on the Abilities Centre, which opened in Whitby just last week, that will offer physical and performing arts activities for people of all ages and abilities. Your induction into the prestigious Order of Ontario in recognition of your outstanding community service, as well as the numerous other important awards you have received. Chancellor Beattie, for his inspirational leadership and professional excellence, for his passion and dedication to making a difference in the lives of others, and for the considerable impact his efforts have had on our community and throughout our province. It is our distinct pleasure to present at this UOIT Convocation Mr. Ken Shaw for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws.
On behalf of the Academic Council of the University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Dr. Ken Shaw will now sign the UOIT register.
Table for three, please.
I now call on Dr. Shaw to address Convocation.
Chancellor Beattie, President McTiernan, President Levisa, Your Worship, members of the faculty, boards of directors, honored guests, and graduates. First of all, graduates, congratulations. Wonderful, well done. You learned a lesson that I didn't learn for at least another 5 years at your age. That's the value of hard work. To the parents of the grads, Congratulations. Your kids are on the way to a great start. They're going to have a job soon. And more importantly, sometime over the next 15 years, they're going to be moving up. You're going to regain both your basement and much coveted remote control for the large screen TV. It's in your future. There's a class here today, the first time, a graduating class in communications. Where the heck are you guys? All right. You will likely have heard how media ownership is consolidating and there are fewer jobs. That's actually true in traditional media. But here's the great news. You guys are coming at the most wonderful time that we've ever seen, because new media is still evolving. You know, the things that new media are able to do today. Who the heck is Perez Hilton? They may not know who Perez Hilton. You guys know who Perez Hilton is. Oh, you know, congratulations to that nut bar. I mean, there wasn't a job there and he created it. And we now know who this guy is. Everybody saw what happened recently with Facebook. And you guys are coming at a great time. Don't listen to the folks who are telling you that it's impossible to get a job. And by the way, my pal Ken McGowan here, who's one of a group of friends who maybe I'll speak about in just a moment, who are with us today. Ken happens to be the Mac in Mac's Milk. You ever heard of Mac's Milk? Well, that's Mac, right over here. And by the way, I did not know him from Mac's Milk. I know Ken as a great guy in our community, a guy who was heart and soul where it came to creating Variety Village, and chaired it, and sitting beside him is a guy by the name of Joe Millage, who was Variety Village for decades and still is a superstar on the world stage where it comes to dealing with people who have challenges. He happens to work for Shoppers Drug Mart. That's almost irrelevant. Who the guy is a superstar in helping other people. So I have no idea where I'm going now. I start in on my friends, and then I'm in trouble. And friends will make the biggest difference in your life. You've heard it before, how you surround yourself with good people and good things will happen. Absolutely 100%. I can guarantee it. When I look down here at some of my friends, one of the things we talk about is not missing moments, right, Ralph? You don't miss moments in life. Albert knows that. We're in a situation where, you know, on our way in here, we were talking, President McTiernan and Tess over here, who's been helping me out, both missed their convocation when they got their PhDs. And it's a regret that they now have. And they can't take it back, but they missed the moment. And when I gotta tell you something that I learned from these guys. When I see somebody walking down the hallway at work and she's got a brand new haircut, I take a moment to stop and say, you look 15 years younger. I do. It doesn't cost me anything. And a colleague does something well, I send them a note off right away from the anchor desk at night about a great report that they had done. You want to surround yourself with good people, and you don't want to miss the moments in life. Tess, I have a job for you to do. I only have 10 minutes here to talk. It takes me 15 minutes to say hello. When I'm down to 2 minutes, could you come and tug on my rope, please? Could you do that for me? Okay, so it's not a straight line that you guys are going to go. And it's not necessarily going to be an easy one. When I started off at CTV back in 1972, I had dropped out of Carleton University. I had 1 year at Carleton University. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I decided to take a year off and figure it out. At the end of that year, though, I had had a lot of good luck, and I had started to learn a little more about working hard and the things that come with it. I actually wrote a pilot for a TV show, and somebody bought it. But when I started at CFTO, I was a technical trainee. It was $104 a week and all the videotape you could eat. I was the lowest of the low. I was about 5 feet below the ground level. And so I wrote a show for a couple of years that was on the network. And when that show was over, I ended up working in radio, and I was a morning DJ. And then I got the opportunity to work as a morning newsman in radio. And I was always a news junkie. So I jumped at the chance. And I had an interview show and did the morning news and radio before coming back to CTV, CFTO as we called it in those days, as a reporter. And then I got to the anchor desk after that. I never looked at a career at the anchor desk. I always loved news, and somehow I fell into that, and things worked out. But I got to tell you something. The job I do, and I work with the best people in the business, I'm very fortunate to be at the overwhelmingly #1 station. I go in with a smile on my face, and I leave with a smile on my face, and I feel great about the contribution that I made each day. But it's what I do for a living. What defines me as a person is what I do in the community. And it is so rewarding for me, the things that I don't get paid to do. So let me pose something to you grads who are going today. You're going to be filling out forms for a job opening. And on those forms, some of you are going to put down what your marks were in the courses that you took. And some of you are going to be putting down the marks that you had in the courses that you took. And you're also going to be putting down that in high school, you led the United Way campaign at your school. And that you volunteered at Lake Ridge Health Oshawa, and right now you run an art therapy program, or you're volunteering at the Abilities Center. And when that resume comes to the person who's making a decision about the job, which one do you think they're going to take? They're going to take the person of substance. It's not just a benefit for you in terms of getting a job, it's going to be a benefit for you down the road in terms of satisfaction. I'm making a difference here. Because when you look at the big question in life, why am I here? The answer is very simple. It's not complex. You're here to pass along the DNA. That's it. That's the period, end of sentence. At the end of all this, there's some kind of a crazy game to see who survives at the end of time. So far, the dinosaurs have lost and the cockroaches are winning. But it's the quality of life that you have during that short time that you're here, and you don't know what's around the corner. You know, I'm celebrating an anniversary today. It was this day last year. I'm not sure if it was exactly this time, but it was pretty close to it. I don't know what you were doing. I know what I was doing. I was dying. I had come out of surgery for prostate cancer.